Laba Moments here. Hello and welcome back to my channel. In case you're new here, karibu sana. Welcome. We are still on YouTube tips playlist, and in this video I would like to talk about YouTube titles. So how should you create your titles? What should you look out for? So stick around till the end, and if you like this kind of content, don't forget to give me a like. And also, if you've not subscribed yet, please hit that subscribe button and leave me a comment down below on what you think about this kind of content. So let's dive in. So I'm using Canva to share my thoughts on YouTube titles. So let me hit present so that we can have a full screen view of this presentation. Again, if you're an avid consumer of my content, you know that I do love Canva and I use it a lot. And Canva is basically a graphic design tool which allows you to basically design anything. So I have a video on how to use Canva to prepare or to design beautiful PowerPoint presentations which you could use for your business or pitching, and even for your videos. If you want to illustrate something in text and in photos, you can use Canva for that. So YouTube titles 101. What should you look out for when you're creating your titles or when you're coming up with your titles? Do you just come up with titles that are not in line with your content? Is using clickbait the way to go? What should your titles basically have? My thoughts, a few words that I've come up with here, is that I think that your titles should be short and brief and to the point. They should bring out your brand, or rather the kind of content that your channel is all about. You should be able to incorporate keywords that will enable your video to be searchable on YouTube, and also they should be descriptive enough to explain or summarize the idea behind your video. In a nutshell, basically, when you're coming up with your title, you should make it compelling. Just think about what would make you, when you're searching through YouTube, what would make you click on a YouTube video other than the thumbnail, of course. So the second thing that you will definitely look at after the thumbnail is the title. And it's also good practice to include a short and a brief title in your thumbnail, because most human beings are visual beings. The first thing you see is an image, and then you go ahead and read the words. So you should think about the words that you will use to create or to come up with your title in such a way that it's going to be compelling. It is important to make it as compelling as possible because it is your first point of entry. It is your call to action. It is basically your video's headline. So make it compelling. So 4 key tips that I've gotten from thinkingwithgoogle.com. You can head over there and search for YouTube tips, and they've put together these 4 key tips for when you're coming up with your titles. And number 1 is that you should always represent your content accurately. I know that we see a lot of YouTubers using titles that do not represent the content of the video for which that title is meant for. Also, offer keywords first, then your branding later. I think you will have, if you check my videos, you'll notice that I start with the keywords or with the title, and then at the end I add light bulb moments. So you could go that route. So for serial content, add an episode number. For example, if you're doing a series, you could say part 1, at the end part 2, part 3, or episode 1, episode 2. If you're in Kenya, I'm sure you see what Betty Chalo does on her channel. She is able to brand or mark every episode with a number, so it is easy for somebody to easily follow up on or catch up with the episodes as she releases them. Then the last thing is update your video titles so that they continue to grab views. Do not be afraid to change the title of a video that you uploaded 3 months ago, 4 months ago, 5 months ago. It is absolutely okay for you to do so, in order for you to increase your viewership, because things change. We have trending topics, and probably you could have created a video before something is trending. So I hope that you've learned something. And again, in case you're not subscribed yet, please hit that subscribe button and don't forget to share this video as widely as possible. And for the 201 subbies, thank you so much for sticking around with me. I appreciate you all. Happy holidays and enjoy yourselves. Bye bye.